Hi there, Gina again. I'm here with page kit number 7 layout, and this one is about a, um, a hot dog food truck that we had gone to. It was actually it's a Munster, Indiana. I think it was Munster. Or maybe no, it was Griffith, Indiana. It was one of the, I think maybe like a fall fest or something like that. They have live music and food trucks and that sort of thing. So it was really nice. So we went there, and if you know us at all, we love to eat. So yeah, we had to get something from the food trucks. So my nephew Roman and my husband Tom each got hot dogs. They got the same one. They thought it was so super delicious. They loved it, loved it, loved it. So yeah, I decided to make a layout about it. So all I did was I had a piece of that the reddish 12 by 12 cardstock. Then I added in 8.5 by 11 piece of yellow, kind of goldish color, really pretty color. And that's kind of like the mustard. So I put that behind there and then layered that piece of hot dog, pickle, ketchup, um, mustard paper on top. I think I cut it like 10 by 10. Then I had that piece of heart strip, the sticker strip. Yeah, it's like a border strip with hearts. So I added that to the bottom there. And I had matted my photos with just white cardstock so they could stand out a little bit. So this is how I'm starting out, but it is going to end up changing because I'm going to put the photos up higher. So in the video where I put together my embellishments and my papers, I tell you where I got everything from. What I remembered, what I could, because some of the stuff is from just from my embellishment piles. And that cute food truck came from a 12 by 12 DCWV die cut paper pad. So I got that from there. And also the title that's going to be yummy. I also got that from that 12 by 12, that right there. And you have to poke out the pieces and cut off the little numbers. So that's what I'm going to do now. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And with these intricate pieces, it's not like you could just cut around it. Like with that bus, or the food truck, it was super easy. But with this, you got to get in there, and yeah, kind of much harder, but not harder, kind of time consuming. And I do have smaller scissors I'm going to get in a minute, but still, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So even though I love them, I have to find a way to get those little thingies off a little bit easier. Because since that paper is so thin, it's not very forgiving. So I'm going to finish with this in a second. And this is where I'm going to kind of move the layout around a little bit, or the photos anyway. So the photos are going to go up high. So I have room for that food truck. Then that piece I thought looked like kind of like an awning, like you would see at the top of a food truck. So I added that there. And that other little piece I had left, I added right there to the left of the food truck. I'm going to use that piece for journaling. But first I decide to matte the whole thing with white so it could have, just stand out a little bit more and have a more finished look to it, I guess. So I have that Good Times piece I'm going to use as well. But I'm not going to use the Good Times. I'm going to cover that with the title. So yeah, if you look at those past videos on how I put everything together, you'll see where I got the different items. And some I don't end up using, some I do. So that's how that's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and add some dimensionals, just little foam squares to that. And like I said, that's going to cover up the good times. Those are some little tickets that are going to go right there. So I figure, you know, it kind of reminds me of a fair, food trucks, that kind of thing. So I thought that would be good on this layout. Added some of the little pieces that I had. I'm not going to end up using that yellow one on top. And that love, those are going to move as well. So I put that cut apart piece from one of the paper pads I had just in my stash from the turquoise not folders, drawers. So I have that by the food truck on the bottom. That Love This that I put on the bottom is going to end up going on that tab, or that turquoise piece. Label. There you go. That's what it is, a label. So I put a tab on top, and then Sweet Summer is a yellow sticker I have up there. I have a red heart I'm adding up there that I got from my 8.5 by 11 sticker books. Just reinforcing everything with my ATG. That I can't figure out where to put it, and I decided to put it there by the food truck. That's where it's going to stay. So I decided to cut out one of those little food trucks, the yellow one, and I'm going to add that up by the title. So I'm just cutting it out. And go right there. But first, I don't like the way that those pieces are all under there, so I chop it a little bit. The yummy, the Y, and the two Y's. I chop it up a little bit. Then I decide to make a little circle, or it turns out to be a semicircle. And I'm going to just add that right under there to have somewhere for the little truck to sit. So that little container, I have different kinds of my glue dots and some foam squares that I'm trying to get rid of that I've had forever. So just trying to use up my stuff. And also foam, that kind of thing. Just a variety. So there, I'm liking that a real lot. Super cute with the hot dogs. And then I find these red pearls that I'm going to add around the layout. And I don't think there's much more after this. No, I don't think so. Obviously I'll do the journaling off camera. I don't want you to sit through that. And yeah, that's it. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.